Well, she definitely doesn't look that scary, but Raven is actually one of the strongest characters in all of Teen Titans. To the point where she can erase entire dimensions with her mind, destroy giant monsters with a single kick, beat you with her demon powers, and so much more. So today, we're going over her different levels of strength to find out just how strong she really is. Starting with her normal state, and in this state, her strength is anything but normal. At 1% power, she unlocks the ability to trick people with fake magic. And we see this in the episode Legendary Sandwich, where Raven is watching Pretty Pegasus when the boys start bothering her. They're eating Robin's legendary sandwiches and making a mess. Raven hears them say they would do anything to get one of these legendary sandwiches, and this gives her an idea to get rid of them. Raven tells them about a real legendary sandwich from her book of ancient legends that could give someone the power to live forever.
Okay, first of all, that's dumb, and you made it up. Second, even if it is true, my sandwiches are the best, period.
Oh, but it is true. Behold. Ooh, is it story time?
The parts were scattered in different places around the world. Each Titan goes to find one part. Cyborg gets the magical bacon from Lava Lake. Beast Boy digs for the King's Lettuce underground. Starfire searches for the Stellar Tomato in space. And Robin goes after the pretzel bread at the supermarket since he has no powers and he's super lame. Meanwhile, Raven enjoys her alone time watching Pretty Pegasus. The other Titans get beaten up by Sandwich Guardians but manage to get the ingredients. Raven then makes the sandwich using a magical spell, and the Titans start fighting about who should eat it. But then Silky eats the sandwich first and then throws it back up, leaving behind a gross slimy sandwich. The episode ends with Robin asking everyone if they want to watch Pretty Pegasus, which makes Raven happy and shows that Raven was smart enough to make up a fake story just to get some peace and quiet. Although this might have only been a simple trick, the episode is still insane and shows how clever Raven can be while barely even trying. And that's Raven at 1% power. Later in this video, we're gonna look at what Raven is like at 10% power, 25% power, and all the way up to 100% power. But as we move to 10% power, Raven gets the power to control super deadly monsters, and we see this in the episode Love Monsters. The episode starts on a rainy night at the Titan's Tower. Robin, Cyborg, and Beast Boy are lying on the couch feeling sad because they miss the sunshine and have nothing to do. Starfire shows up and tries to cheer them up with hugs, which makes them feel happy again as the rain stops. Raven comes out of a portal on the floor carrying a small chest. Starfire immediately thinks she can make the chest feel better with hugs too. Raven tells Starfire that not everything can be fixed with hugs and kisses. She warns her and the other Titans that the chest holds the twin destroyers of Azeroth. She also explains that she needs to collect some spell ingredients to send the monsters back to Azeroth, and she can't take the chest with her until that happens. But of course, the Titans don't listen, and while Raven is gone, Starfire opens the box and shows them the twin destroyers, which seems harmless and adorable. Eventually, Starfire kisses the monsters, making them turn into an egg. The egg hatches and the twin destroyers turn into a giant two-headed monster which jumps out of the ocean and headed towards Jump City. The Titans put together the Titan robot and go after the twin destroyers. But when Cyborg tells Starfire to do a final leg kick, she pets the monster's face instead, making it stronger. The monster destroys the Titan robot, but then Starfire tries to argue with the twin destroyers, using mean insults and bad comments, which makes the monster shrink and split back into their original size, losing their powers and feelings for Starfire. The Titans escape from the robot as Raven feels proud of Starfire for trying to be cold and mean to the cutest things she couldn't normally handle. When the twin destroyers tell her to at least remember her kisses, Starfire takes it literally and tries to kiss them again.
Raven, I could not have been so cruel without your help.
We will always remember your sweet kisses.
Oh, and they will remember you.
No!
You've gotta be kidding me. Raven really knows how to handle these crazy dangerous creatures, and without her, the Titans would have been completely doomed. But as we move from 5% power to 25% power, things start to get crazy. The episode Crazy Day starts in Raven's room and she has a bad headache and says that she needs some peace and quiet as she leaves her room. However, Raven's peaceful moment is ruined by Robin and the other Titans who say that it's Crazy Day. The Titans start doing a bunch of crazy stuff which annoys Raven until she stops ups their craziness by grabbing each Titan with her dark tentacles. Starfire wonders why she doesn't celebrate Crazy Day, and Raven tells them that they already drive her crazy every day. Eventually, she lets them go and goes back to her room where she starts to lose control of her mind because of her headache. Raven somehow enters into her own mind filled with random thoughts and crazy environments, where her voice warns her it will try to make her crazy just like it did with the Titans. The Titans find her lying on the ceiling while her stuff spins around. An annoying voice tells them that Raven is not in the room because it took over her mind. Raven travels through her mind facing different tests, including a Starfire statue and a chess game against Beast Boy and Cyborg as chess pieces. I don't think it could get any crazier than this. Raven finally arrives at the final test, where behind the chair while listening to music, it was her father Trigon.
Lose your mind yet?
Using imagery of my friends to drive me crazy? Was all this about turning me evil?
Got me. Did it work?
Of course not. I already spend every day with them. You could never drive me as crazy as they do.
His main goal was to drive Raven super crazy and turning her evil, but Raven doesn't fall for it. She tells him she already goes crazy every day with the Titans, which ruins Trigon's plan. She then gives her demon father a taste of his own medicine by letting the other 4 Titans drive him crazy until he gives up, which is super funny to watch. Trigon is then defeated and Raven turns back to normal as she spits out her friends from her inner mind. This shows that Raven's mind is so strong that even her own demon father can't break it. And if Raven's mind is so strong that even Trigon can't break it, imagine what else she could do. And this is where her strength goes from somewhat possible to being a straight up cartoon god and breaking the laws of physics. In the episode Meatball Party, the Titans are relaxing until Cyborg interrupts and shouts that it's one of his meatball parties, shooting meatballs at them from his arm cannon. Everyone's excited except Raven, who gets covered in meat. Cyborg announces that the mystery meatball is going to be eaten by Raven. After some pushing from the Titans, Raven gives in to peer pressure and eats the meatball. Being half robot, Cyborg made the meatball half metal as well, and it cracked Raven's tooth. But this is where things get really dark. The following day, Beast Boy grabs her spellbook and turns the couch into a giant burrito. But then Raven finally snaps and a huge dark tentacles come flying out of her mouth, attacking the other Titans. They realize she can't open her mouth because the mystery meat cracked her tooth and now she must see a dentist. But Raven refuses because she absolutely hates the dentist. After a few days, Raven's demon tooth gets worse and constantly attacks the Titans. Eventually, the demon octopus actually eats Beast Boy, then Robin. Cyborg tries to make things right by offering himself up. Inside Raven's mouth, the Titans fight the demon octopus. Cyborg seals the crack in Raven's tooth with meatballs, causing Raven to throw up the Titans. Raven is so powerful that a simple cracked tooth releases a powerful demon that can eat you alive. That's pretty insane. But things are about to get a lot crazier because now we're on to 75% power. We see one of Raven's most powerful abilities in the episode Dog Hand, which begins with the Titans noticing Raven's acting more grumpy than usual. They ask her what's wrong and she answers that her demon father Trigon will visit her. When Trigon arrives, he shrinks down and enters the tower, appearing friendly to the Titans and caring to his daughter. He tries to convince Raven to follow the family legacy. When she refuses, he comes up with a master plan to get her to do it. He gives the other 4 Titans and Silky each a new special ability according to their wishes. Starfire speaks like an Earth teenager, Beast Boy can transform into any object, Cyborg has a dog's head for his left hand, yeah, don't ask me why, and Robin is super strong and jacked. Trigon also transforms Silky into a beautiful butterfly. To prove a point, Raven accepts her father's request. She follows the steps to become a complete demon. She takes children's nightmares, which turns her energy red, tearing open an interdimensional portal, and finally being asked to kill her friends. Realizing Trigon's true plans, the Titans finally understand why Raven doesn't want to be like her father. Unwilling to take no for an answer, Trigon grows into his all-powerful form to kill the Titans himself. The Titans fight Trigon with their new abilities and defeat him. Raven sends Trigon through the portal and closes it. The Titans sadly return to their normal selves, and Raven's red energy turns black again. So far in this episode, Raven turns her friends into demons, took children's nightmares as power boosts, opened interdimensional portals, and defeated her own father, Trigon. But what's even more insane is the powers she unlocked at 85% power. And in the episode Demon Prom at the Titans Tower, the Titans are relaxing when the doorbell rings, no one wants to answer, and the bell keeps ringing. Cyborg thinks they might have ordered pizza, and that gets the Titans to violently bust open the elevator and run to the door. Sadly, all they find is a well-dressed Trigon.
Where's the pizza, fool?
I didn't bring pizza.
You are a terrible pizza delivery man.
I was hoping to see my daughter.
And I was hoping to see the hot discus of the crust, sauce, and the cheese!
Meanwhile, Raven is reading in her room when her dad teleports in without being invited. Trigon explains that he wants to go to Demon Prom with her so she can be the prom queen, but she doesn't want to go. Furious Trigon goes full on demon, promising to destroy Earth if she doesn't go. Raven finally gives in and Trigon happily disappears. The other Titans show up, and when they hear about the prom, they're excited. Raven tries to explain that it's only for demons, but then she decides the Titans can join her in ruining the prom. They all teleported to the prom, but it's not what the Titans thought. The DJs hardly played music and the dancers are boring. Raven lets them go wild though. Cyborg and Beast Boy go crazy at the food table eating vegan yet still screaming sandwiches and annoying Raven's demon friends to the point of chaotic violence. Starfire releases a bunch of cats into the dance creating havoc. Robin announces himself as prom king, but he's only greeted by boos and an angry Trigon. The Titans burst back into prom with a boombox, and Beast Boy lays down a rap about Raven for being prom queen.
Name Raven, prom queen of the evening. Best believe you little boy that's green. Mama Raven for prom queen. Prom queen, prom queen. Mama Raven for prom queen. Prom queen, prom queen.
After the song, Trigon announces the winner and is surprised to see that Raven has won. Robin also won prom king, and though he's happy, Raven is annoyed, explaining that whoever wins prom queen has to rule the underworld for the next 1,000 years. Trigon opens the portal to hell, but Raven uses her green eyeball prom queen staff to turn the other guests into zombies who push Trigon into the portal without her. This shows that Raven is so powerful she can literally turn an entire demon prom into zombies and banish her own father to hell just to avoid ruling the underworld. That's absolutely insane. And you might be thinking that we've already seen Raven at her strongest, but what could possibly top that? Well, it turns out we're about to see some crazy stuff at 90%. And in the episode Dreams, the Titans return to the tower after defeating the High Five. They all gather by the couch where Silky is passed out snoring. Starfire notices Silky is shaking and worries he's having a nightmare. Raven doesn't believe Silky can dream, but Robin claims that dreams are windows into a person's most secret desires. The Titans go to bed and Silky crawls into each Titan's room experiencing their dreams. In Starfire's dream, she has a picnic, but everyone's heads turns into cats. In Cyborg's dream, he's in a Mega Man style game fighting a pizza night. If this was a real fighting game, I'd probably make pizza night. In Beast Boy's dream, he's a green chameleon dancing with funky music. In Robin's dream, the Titans battle Brashugan and Robin makes up with Starfire. But the most insane dream happens when Silky drops onto Raven, who's floating above her bed as she sleeps, and this is where things get really dark. Inside her dream, Raven is in an underground cave with lava surrounding her. Trigon appears and orders her to join him in ruling the world, but she refuses. Trigon reveals the team trapped in cages above a lava pit, threatening to kill them if she doesn't join him. Raven overcomes Trigon and rescues her friends, but her red Trigon eyes appeared and she says she only saved them so she could kill them.
That was close. Thanks for saving us, Raven.
What's so funny?
I didn't save you guys. I just couldn't let my dad have all the fun.
Huh?
She blasts them to death and laughs, then rides the earth as a horse with her friend Skeleton on its back. I'd say this is absolutely terrifying. This shows that even in her dreams, Raven is so powerful she can defeat Trigon and take over the world, but it's also crazy that her worst nightmare is becoming evil herself. Now finally, we arrive at Raven's ultimate and most powerful transformation. This is her using 99% of her power, and in the episode Arms Race with Legs, Beast Boy is jumping to touch the door frame leading to the kitchen. The other Titans decide to try as well, and sure enough, they all reach it. The following day, they all go around jumping and touching stuff. Robin tells them he can jump and touch the ceiling light, and when he succeeds, Cyborg asks how he does it. He responds with one word, buns. Bro really said buns like that explained everything. Raven then responds, jumping has nothing to do with the buns, it's all about the legs. When they ask her to prove it, she tells them leg power isn't something to mess around with. Raven finally gives in and transforms into Lady Legacy, who leaps way higher than Robin.
Behold the power of legs.
Whoa! So much of the height.
My buns!
The Titans convince Lady Legacy to let them use all their leg power, and they transform into their League of Legs counterparts. They leap around the city, and even Batman joins in. The next day, Raven discovers the Titans are still in their League of Legs outfits and warns them of the side effects. The Titans become heated and jump onto a rooftop causing chaos. Robin slaps an eagle out of the sky, Starfire slaps a rainbow breaking it, Beast Boy slaps a cloud making it rain, and Cyborg slaps a plane sending it spinning. Raven transforms back into Lady Legacy and catches the plane before it crashes.
That's it. I call upon the League of Legs to disband.
Robin Captain Kenku challenges Lady Legacy to a jumping competition to reach outer space. When Lady Legacy fails, their legs turn evil due to a dark curse, and the Titans begin wrecking the city. Raven discovers the Dark League of Legs rigged the challenge by placing weights in her outfit. She transforms into Lady Legacy and fights them, but is easily defeated. When threatened, Lady Legacy transforms into a Mega Legacy and easily defeats the other Titans who revert to their ordinary behavior. This shows that even at 99% power, Raven can literally transform into different powerful forms and defeat an entire team of superpowered Titans without breaking a sweat. Now let's try our best to understand how powerful Raven truly is. Using 100% of her strength, and we see this in the episode Staring at Your Future. After Cyborg and Beast Boy destroy part of the tower trying to become indoor rodeo champions, the other Titans tell them to clean up the mess. When Robin mentions responsibility, the duo becomes traumatized and flees through the window. Later at Zippy's Pizza, Cyborg and Beast Boy have a staring contest over the last pizza slice.
That floor pizza is mine.
I saw it first.
Me too, and I'm still looking at it.
So am I. Staring contest. Last one to look away from the slice gets it.
You're on.
When a rat jumps on Beast Boy's head, he looks away and loses. Cyborg eats the pizza but spits it out because it tastes old. They walk outside and realize they've been staring at the pizza for 30 years. When they return to Titan's Tower, they're shocked to see 30-year-old Robin, who now goes by Nightwing and is married to Batgirl. Starfire moved back to Tamara and became queen. But the most crazy thing happens when Beast Boy and Cyborg finds Raven in the magical realm. She explains that after defeating Trigon, she was reborn as pure energy and become the goddess of the universe, which is literally the most powerful being anyone can become. At this power level, Raven can destroy entire universes, erase people from existence completely, and transcend space and time. Raven is so powerful that the universe cannot handle her not being responsible, so she has to maintain balance in the entire universe. So in theory, Raven could keep getting stronger and stronger forever and could probably break the whole universe if she wanted to. But because you made it all the way to the end, you should definitely check out the video on screen right there for even more Teen Titans Go content, because if you don't, Raven will come mess with your brain and give you nightmares. Hey, you're not slick, click the video.